Hi there, Shrees here from Pieces Calligraphy. Welcome to another day in my YouTober challenge. YouTober is a challenge where I will be posting a new video every day for the month of October. So 31 days of brush calligraphy. Here we go. For today's video, I want to share with you a quick way to check if you're holding your pen at the right direction. Now, a lot of us may have heard before that in order to use the brush pen, you have to hold the pen at an angle. Well, while that is totally true and totally great advice, it's not the whole story. And I think something that a lot of us aren't talking about is the direction that your pen is facing. So I'm going to flip over in just a second to show you what I mean. I have my pens here ready to go. So let's start with the large brush pen. Now simply hold the pen in your hand, and of course from this upright position, hold it at an angle. Now from wherever your hand is positioned, I'm resting my hand here on the side of on the table with the side of my hand here. From that angle, just press down. From the tip of the pen, press down into your paper, and you'll see the pen bend. Just really quick, just like a dab. I'm just pressing down. I'm not pressing down too hard. I'm just pressing down hard enough so I can see the pen bend. And then I'm also making sure that I'm holding it at an angle so I can get really on the side of the pen. Okay, so just do this and just see the shape that it creates. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a pencil or some other small, fine tipped writing utensil. And let's look at this guy right here. Take that tip of the teardrop shape that you created and the middle of that rounded part. So I'm going to pull this up close. Okay, so see how from the strokes I created, there was a point up here, and then there was this rounded part to this teardrop. So draw a line that will intersect that point and then the middle of that rounded part right there. Okay, so I'm just kind of freehanding this. You can use a ruler. Now, this line that you create, this should be perpendicular to your slant line. Okay, so what that means is if my slant line is here, then when I hold my pen in that direction, when I create my downstrokes, I will be on that slant line. Okay, likewise, I can create my thin upstrokes, but it's that downstroke that we want to make sure is on the slant line. Okay, so if my slant line is a little bit more vertical, you wouldn't want to stay in this position. So I'm kind of bringing that position over here. I would want to then rotate my paper so that the lines the teardrops I make for this slant line match that. Then from here I can make my downstrokes, and now that downstroke is perfect for this slant line. So it's just subtle things like this that will really bring you from a beginner to a more seasoned and experienced calligrapher. And you want to be able to notice these kinds of things and then also just find out where you are in your skill level. And this is something anyone can do. And it's a great check to just make sure that your pen, again, is pointed in the right direction. So I'm going to just do a couple with the smaller brush pen. Okay, so I'm placing down the tip and then I'm pressing down on the side until I did a couple here until I really got that teardrop shape. Okay, and then same thing, you're going to take the top of that, I'm rotating my page here, the top of that teardrop and the middle of the rounded bottom part of that teardrop, and draw a line. And that line should be perpendicular. Okay. I know this isn't a math class, but it very much applies. So from here, when I make my downstrokes with my pen facing in that direction, they are perfectly on my slant line. Okay, so kind of weird marks here that we made. Probably not what you expected today, but I hope that was helpful. I'll share more videos in the future on how we can apply this trick, but the takeaway here is just to really notice after you create that teardrop, literally take your pencil and draw a line from that point. Again, let me just draw this out largely. If this is the mark that you made with your brush pen, then this, I'm talking about the point here, and then take this rounded bottom and find the middle part of that, and then draw a line between those 2 points. Oops, kind of missed it there, but you get the idea. This line, I want you to identify where it is. Just be really comfortable with it. It's gonna come in handy in future videos when we go over how to fine tune that thin and thick stroke, okay? So make sure you're doing this, and then try it with all of your pens, try it with a few, and see how that goes. So I didn't want to leave you hanging there. I thought to come back and show you. So from that direction, so here are a couple of my teardrops. See how this teardrop, if I were to add my line, it would be perpendicular to, this is my slant line here. Now watch as I take that direction and I write out my word. So what I'm doing here is I am noticing that from this position, look at how I'm able to create that downstroke on my slant line really easily, okay? And that is something that is pretty tricky to do, I know, but it all starts with understanding the direction that your pen is facing. All right, so I hope that was helpful for you. Just a quick check for your own self to do. You can do this with any pen, and I want you to actually try it right now. Grab a brush pen, grab some paper, and just do that simple little check. And then I want you to come back here in the comments and let me know, did you try it? Did it work? Did you feel like it was a good way to indicate whether you're holding your pen in the right direction? And basically let me know how that made you feel. I'm hoping that it is just a way to open your eyes to how you're holding the pen, and a great check to make sure that you're always holding it in the right direction so you can achieve those really good strokes that we're aiming for. So I will see you tomorrow for day 6 of my YouTober challenge. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And I love you to pieces. Get it? I don't know if that's gonna stick, but we'll see. We'll go with it. Bye. The sun is going into my eyes. I hope you can help. I hope you can find this helpful. So that's all today. That's all for today. That's all today. That whatever. Oh no, the battery. On how to know if you're blah, blah. And tomorrow I will see you here.